stop recognizing that this is in no way classical or traditional Pilates, but I love the tower for the reason that you can really create it into mat work and utilize it like a mat with a lot more free range to explore going this way and that. Pilates can have the reputation for a lot of front to back, a lot of just that movement in that plane. And going side to side is so important through our day. So I do try to find little ways that I can get my clients to move left to right without the inhibition of the machine work, even while still using it maybe. So this is that. It is a plank. You could also do it on all fours. My particular tower is just have this raised mat a few inches up. As you know, all machines are kind of different. You might have a higher mat, maybe even just a flush mat. This is going to make it feel different because it's a plank. So depending on your elevation, maybe you have to adjust, or you want to elevate your feet, make it your own is my point. What I do have is the handle, just the arm spring, and it's hooked up to an attachment point on the side of my tower. And however high, it's going to feel different as well. I have mine decently high. It's not all the way to the tip top, but I'm going to set up my plank like this. I'm going to take my other hand and place it flat under my shoulder and decide how far to the side I want to be. The wider the base in your legs, the more support. But if you're setting up for a plank, you're going to try to feel that your head is in your center of your arms. And this is some pretty advanced stuff because it's going to be one-armed. So you're going to allow the handle to just move away from you. And then come back down. And that's hard as it is, to let the handle move away from you. And your pelvis will want to do all these rotating, pulling things. I'm working to keep myself in a straight plank. You can go there. Now, what we can also do is take your right hand, if you're able to. Mirror image is not my strong suit, but we're going with a flat hand, moving the other way. And then take the handle over and take your leg and cross it. Uncross it, take your handle back, take your hand back. Let's do that one more time. Hand moves over, handle moves over, ankle goes on top. Back the way you came, handle, and arm. Give you one more little thing. If you're still with me, try to take your handle, bring it out in front of you. Clearly, you can just hold this, also super tricky, or take a breath and think of a side bend. Coming around towards the M1 side. And I'm not muscling through my arm and moving the spring too much, but just my side. One more. And then bring your handle down and you can bend your knees. Clearly, all of this can be done just on all fours, pretty much the same way, which would just look like this. You can go opposite leg, going up and out. So as we know, coming down to the knees, it's just a variation and adjustment on a plank. So we can go here. If you would like to, you could bend your knees and hover up and still practice going to the side. I would walk one foot, walk the handle, walk the other hand, walk the other foot, and then come back the way you came, side crawling. Still very hard. Bringing your knees down. The other variation that we did in plank, taking your arm out here, your leg back and lifted, and side bend. Now having the freedom of the leg in the air, you could also move it, letting it come around. Still dominating through the sensations through my torso, rather than the handle. Okay, come on down. And I personally feel like that's a very difficult, very challenging way of kind of changing up the all fours and the plank positions, going left to right.